It's the Riot Podcast, the Thursday, December 21st edition. I'm Hudson. Isaiah is here with me. Isaiah.
Howdy.
How are you doing?
Fantastic.
But how are you doing really?
I'm doing really good.
No, but like, how are you really doing?
I'm doing bad. Do I need to say bad?
I don't know. What if somebody just kept doing that?
Just kept going?
Because everybody just, like, you know, everybody's like, you ask your friends how they're doing, but does anybody really answer? And so then there's that one guy that's like, but how are you doing really?
How are you really, really doing?
That won't stop until you like confess something about your life. Have you experienced anybody like that? Because I have.
Thank goodness I haven't. Someone's done that to you?
Yeah, there's just some people, you know, like.
How are you really doing?
You say good, and then they're like, but like, how are you really doing? And like, they kind of won't let up until you give them some nugget out of your life. It's like, well, I did have to spend a little more than I was ready to at Red Lobster last night. So kind of pinching pennies. Like, I don't know.
Like, what answer are they looking for? What do they really want to hear? What's their best case scenario there?
Can't believe that you're doing good.
Then you tell them something that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I don't know if I'm going to pay my rent this month. And then they're like, really?
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to hear that.
Yeah.
For me, I'm trying to avoid those kind of conversations.
Yes, exactly.
I don't want to know how you're really doing. If you're whatever you're struggling with, I'm like, I'm your friend and I'm here for you.
Keep it to yourself.
But I'm not going to be able to help with that.
Yeah. Right. Because, yeah, let's say I am struggling with my rent. What are you going to do about it?
Exactly. Like, what am I look at you like this. Oh, man, that stinks.
Yeah. Then you look even worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now I'm not actually helping.
Yeah.
I wanted to know the struggle, but I don't want to help with the struggle.
You just want to make me feel bad, feel worse.
Glad I brought that up for you.
Yeah. Good show today. We give you some pickup lines you can use at Christmas parties or otherwise. And the most awkward thing that can happen at Kohl's, probably.
We also talked about a new master's degree being offered that is probably the most useless thing we've ever heard.
And a lot of other good stuff, too. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride, and we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
You won't hear a show like this anywhere else. And that's probably for the best. The worst of the riot. Radio U.
We're still in the midst of Christmas party season, and that means a great chance to try it to find your soulmate, maybe with a good pickup line. Isaiah, do you ever use pickup lines?
No.
No, it's not your style. I've got here.
I find them very cringy if you try to use them in real life.
Oh, yeah?
I think as long as you're not being serious, you could maybe get away with it.
Uh-huh.
But if you're like being serious and you're looking at me, that'd be crazy.
Well, you just see if this sounds cringy. I've got the top 4 Christmas party pickup lines based off of supposed success rate from a survey shared by The Express. The number 1 Christmas party line you can use.
This is number 1. This is the best one.
This is the best one.
This
We'll
is the
start
best
at the
one.
top. Aside from being sexy, what do you do for a living?
Especially at a Christmas party, that's your opening line.
I was disappointed
Seems
reading.
a bit aggressive to me.
I was disappointed reading through these. They're not Christmassy at all.
Oh, they're not what?
I thought they would play up the Christmas aspect.
If you're gonna do if you're at a Christmas party and you're trying to use a pickup line, it better be a Christmas one.
It better be something about mistletoe or eggnog, right?
Kissing Santa or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. No, that was the number 1 on the list. Wait for this. 18.6% success rate.
18.6?
And this is in a survey where it's a generic random person asking you, not a person that looks like you or me.
So maybe the people think it's funny? That's not even funny.
18% of people think it's funny.
Good and funny enough, I guess.
But you think about that. That gives you a 1 in 5 chance disregarding the rest of your personality and looks.
You got to think that 18%, they need to start listening to the show. Because if they think that's funny, they would actually think we're funny.
But, yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe the next line is better, though. Maybe it's, a margin of error in the survey, you could say. The next line is the second best pickup line, according to The Express, the survey they did. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. What would you do if someone came up to you at a party and said that?
That's like the worst one of all time.
It is. It's so old.
That people would just like, it's not like a new thing.
No, yeah.
So if you said that to me, I would think that you're like messing around.
Not even original.
That you're just joking. Because if you said that and you were being serious, if you say that with a serious face,
Yeah.
you're done for. You should leave the party. People are talking about you.
That
Another.
had a 15% success rate.
No chance. Way too high.
Next up, is your name Google because you have everything I've been searching for?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I think that's better. I think that's better.
I wouldn't use any of these.
No, neither would I, because I'd have a 1 out of 6 chance at somebody even thinking it's funny. So,
And what do you
just
do when
the
it doesn't
odds are
land?
stacked against you. Yeah.
I always think if you're using a pickup line and then like it doesn't land, because they don't always land. 90% of the time they don't land. And then that 9 out of 10 times you're standing there like,
Yeah.
here I am.
You got to have ice water in your veins.
I just said my pickup line.
Maybe, though, what about this? The pickup line could be so bad, but the person senses that you are so desperate to talk to them that it actually flips around and somehow works.
How about David? He just texted in.
Oh, has he got a better one?
Do they sell jerseys here? Because I think I need to get your name and number.
Ha, ha, ha.
You said I'm not a pickup line person either, but that's the best one we've heard of the 4. That's my favorite one.
I'd go with that because at least I've never heard of it before.
Exactly. That's original.
Yeah.
I like it, David. I've never heard that one either.
Good job. Good job.
Nobody does it better. The Riot Radio U.
The best list of pickup lines to use at a Christmas party. None of them are Christmassy. And according to the survey where we found this, they all had less than a 20% success rate. Not great.
Shocker.
Not,
Shocker there.
Not great. So now we got people texting in their thoughts, their ideas for pickup lines that they've used. Brian said he's used this before and it worked. He says, "Excuse me, do you know how much a polar bear weighs? Enough to break the ice."
Hi there, I'm Brian.
And then the rest is history.
Shake your hand.
Yeah. Shake your hand.
Stick your hand out there. Brian.
Yeah. And I'd like to sell you a refrigerator. I mean, it's still at least as good as any of the ones on the list. Let's see. How about this one? I like this. From Jessica. Do you know what the Little Mermaid and I have in common?
What?
We both want to be part of your world.
Ah, Jessica.
At least you don't know where that one is going. It's a question.
You don't.
You don't know the answer. If you know the answer already, then it's a bad pickup line.
That's true.
So that's not the worst. And then I was looking some up. I found this one.
Okay.
I thought this was a Christmas party, but I must be in a museum because you're a piece of art. Not the worst.
Not the best either.
Not the best. What would you do?
I think it's all about delivery, you know?
Okay.
I think sometimes if you need to practice your line, whatever your line is, you need to practice it, but it can't be like so worded out. You
Okay.
can't, however they wrote it online,
Yeah.
you can't read it like that.
Oh, yeah. Like they can tell, the other person can tell that you
You have it written on a note card in your pocket
you've
and you
used
just
it
read
before.
it.
You've used it before.
Yeah, you had to be like smooth, but it has to come up in conversation.
Okay.
Like, let's say we're talking, right? You and
Yeah.
I just met you.
Okay.
Maybe we're in college.
Yeah.
We're talking about classes, or we're talking about math.
Wow. That professor. Can't believe him.
I know, math is, I mean, it's just like overall, it's so confusing.
Yeah, math, college. It is confusing.
They're always like talking about X and Y. Never you and I.
Why even slip that in? We were already talking, though. The whole point of a pickup line is like to come in cold, right?
Come in fresh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not coming in fresh with that one.
No, you couldn't.
How about this one?
Okay.
Standing in line, maybe you're at McDonald's. No, let's do, maybe you're at maybe like Cane's. Maybe you're getting some chicken fingers. You're standing there, there's a cute girl in front of you. You kind of remind me of, hey there, you hear me? You kind of remind me of chicken fingers. Because it doesn't matter how many options I have, I'm always choosing you.
Oh, my gosh.
And then you raise your eyebrows at him. What do you think?
That would only work at Raising Cane's. Maybe. On the cashier.
Ooh, Regina has a good one from How I Met Your Mother. The classic. Have you met Ted? Your buddy goes over there. Have you met Ted? And then you're just sitting over there, waiting to shake the hand.
And that's what happens?
That's what happens.
That's the whole thing?
That's the whole thing. Barney walks over. Have you met Ted? And then Ted has to shake her hand. Hi there, I'm Ted.
So make somebody else do the
Precisely.
ice breaking for you. What if you just tell the other person, you come up with them and said, hey, I read this thing about the best Christmas parties online. Can we cut and start over?
Never.
You say, I read this thing about the best pickup lines at Christmas parties, and then you list them off to them, and you can both laugh about how stupid they are.
They're so dumb.
And you wouldn't use them.
The two that I've used that have worked in real life, my go-to, this is the one that I always use. If I were to use one and approach a girl, it would be, it's crazy we haven't talked yet. We have like the two best smiles in here. That's the first one.
That's pretty good.
I use it every time.
Yeah.
That's my go-to. The second one is I'll wait for another guy to approach a girl. I'll watch him fail immediately, and right as he walks away, I walk up, and I go, what did that guy do that was so wrong? And then you immediately start preying on his downfall.
Yep.
Because then that makes you seem more normal. He approached, he did something really weird.
Yeah.
And then when you approach, now you seem like a normal person because you're also against that guy who just came up awkwardly.
Who sucks.
And so now it's not even like I'm hitting on you.
Yeah.
I just want to laugh with you about how badly that went.
That's smart.
Those are my two go-tos. I would use those before I used any of the ones we've said so far.
That's smart. And I think for pickup lines, if you would ignore it if somebody sent it to you online, don't use it in real life.
Yes, that's true.
This is Radio U's Worst of the Riot.
Now, get a load of this, Isaiah. Students in the UK will soon be able to get their master's degree in magic. It's not a joke.
Sounds like a joke.
The University of Exeter is going to start running the course in magic in September of 2024. You'll be able to get your master's degree in spells. And it sounds like when they say magic to me, at first I thought like magic tricks, like David Blaine or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like it's also more like spells and witchcraft and Harry Potter-y stuff.
And you pay for this? Is this a paid?
Well, unless you get a scholarship, I guess.
I mean, who are they convincing to
Probably
go do this?
People with capes, maybe.
I mean, imagine this, right?
Yeah.
Your kid's like, I want to go to college. Expensive. As a parent, that's the first thing I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive. But you know what?
But it's a dream.
He wants to go to college. Let's put little Timmy through college. Let's do it. So then he's like, comes home. What are you majoring in? I know you were kind of questioning it. You did general studies at first, but now we got to decide. You're a sophomore now.
Nail it down. Nail it down.
You got to pick something.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to do magic. Say, what do you think you're going to do? Magic? And then you're just, you know what? This sounds like a big waste of money to me, but whatever. I'm going to let him do it. I'm going to let him get the 4-year degree. Let's let him do magic. People ask you, you're embarrassed. Your buddies. You're sitting down at the Christmas party. They're like, so what's Timmy? What's he doing again? He's a senior, right? Is he about to graduate, get a job? Yeah.
Pretty big deal. He's at University of Exeter. He must be doing well, right?
Doing magic. He's doing it. What's he doing? He's magic. Doing magic. He's doing magic. And then he finally graduates. Then he tells you, Dad, I think I'm going to get my master's. Oh, more money, Timmy.
Yeah.
We changing it up? Nope.
More magic.
Magic.
What do you do with a magic degree? Where do you go forward with that?
I don't know. Where do you go from there? What kind of credibility does that get you? On the resume, if I had a minor in magic, like in what areas that helped me out? You know? What field? Where does that get you? Like,
tough.
What's the first job?
Unless you're actually a magician.
Where's the entry-level job there?
Do you think, I don't know, like Ripley's Believe It or Not, perhaps. Could be. First thing my mind goes to.
Susanna coming with heat. People aren't going to like this.
Okay.
Magic is as useful as an art degree, in my opinion. Change my mind. I didn't say it.
Well, it does make you wonder, can you really... Magic is like art. It's one of those things that, what does a degree tell you? You know what I mean? Either you can do a trick or not. Either you can paint a painting or not.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
And think about this.
That's how I see it.
And like, if you're at like a party, right, and you're ready to do your party trick,
yeah.
I mean, who's better to bring along with you than your buddy who has a master's at magic?
Yeah.
And then imagine this as well. You're meeting new people, shaking hands. Your buddy, oh, so what are you doing? Oh, I'm getting my master's right now. What are you getting your master's in magic? So what do you plan to do with that?
Work at a card store. I'm going to sell Magic the Gathering
And what
cards.
is this master's degree? Like, what's the program that's more than your bachelor's? Like,
what else is there to learn?
That's when you learn the good spells.
Oh, hi there.
This worst of the riot.
Crank that up.
Radio U.
I had one of the most awkward interactions that I've ever had in public yesterday
Oh, yeah.
at Kohl's. And we talked about recently
Uh-huh.
how I hate Kohl's.
You,
I hate
yeah,
that
you said
place.
you don't like Kohl's.
And now this is forever etched into my mind as another reason that Kohl's is a place that I just do not belong.
Okay.
So yesterday I'm at Kohl's and I'm in the jewelry
Wait.
section.
Oh,
Yes.
I was going to ask if you were returning things for Amazon.
No,
Because why
no.
else would you be in there?
Exactly. I'm shopping. I'm looking for something specific. I'm in the jewelry section of Kohl's and there's this older guy there. He's probably like in his 70s.
Okay.
Grandpa-esque, I
Yeah.
would say. And he picks up his phone and is making a phone call in the middle of Kohl's, which is fine.
Sure. Normal.
The phone goes to voicemail. I only know this because I heard him start to make the voicemail.
Leave a voicemail. Yeah.
And it sounded like this. Hey, Barbara. I'm sorry. I know that I messed up. If you never want to talk to me again, I completely understand. You can just hate me forever. And enjoy the rest of your coffee. I hope to see you sometime soon. I know we're not going to see each other before Christmas now.
Ooh.
Maybe in the new year. And I'm standing there like, what could this elderly man have possibly done?
What
right?
did he do?
But then at the same time, I'm also like 5 feet away. I'm in the weird place of like, I have to hear this.
Yeah.
Because this is great drama for me. But also, this is one of the most awkward things I've ever heard someone do in Kohl's.
Yeah.
So then he hangs
Just
up
in
the
Kohl's, not in general.
Yeah. Then he hangs up the phone. And then he doubles down, which usually, let me tell you, if you're in trouble,
Yeah.
you never double down. So he leaves the voicemail, then he goes to text her.
No, the voicemail's enough.
And the thing is how would I know that he's texting her? Because he was using voice to text. Voice to text. Which yet again, this is like it's an embarrassing moment for him.
Yeah.
He's apologizing to his wife, his girlfriend, whoever it is. Why would he use voice to text when there's a bunch of people
In
around
public, he could have done this
him?
in his car.
He could, and even just text her. Just text, like just use your fingers.
Yeah.
So he starts doing voice to text, and he's like continuing his apology, saying like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't realize what day it was when I woke up." Period. He's literally saying the periods out loud. And I'm glued. I mean, I'm not moving.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm not finding what I'm looking for, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, this bracelet, though. Let me
stopped me in my
examine
track.
it for about 10 minutes.
I'm kind of like bent over a little bit because I don't want him to see that I'm like so close, but there's also 6 other people in this jewelry section.
He clearly doesn't care.
He does not, has no worries in the world, which I respect. But at the same time, he's like continuing his apology. He said, if you want to hate me forever, I completely understand. Period.
What a line.
I hope to hear from you soon. Period. Enjoy the rest of your day. Period. Send. And I'm just in awe that he had the confidence to do this.
Yeah.
It seems like probably the wrong thing to do in public.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess he's at that point in life. He's at that age. He just
does
doesn't
not care.
Like, that's the exact same guy and the exact same mindset that is walking around the the locker room at the gym
Completely naked.
completely naked.
You're right.
No shame.
He has no care in the world.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I mean, clearly, whatever he did, he forgot something. I don't know if it was an anniversary,
Yep.
what it was, and at the same time, he did something so bad that in his mind, he's not going to see her for Christmas.
But it sounds like, is Barbara the real name or did you change it
I
to
changed
protect him?
Barbara. No, it's not Barbara. It could have been any name.
Similar though?
Yeah, similar.
Like somebody that would clearly be his age?
It's his, this is his significant other. I'm almost 100% certain this is his
And
significant
think about,
other.
like, if it's their anniversary and they're that age, I mean, who cares how even if they got married later in life, like it's a second, third marriage or something.
You're not going to see him for Christmas?
That's still...
That's crazy. It's 4 days before. If it happened today, how in the world are
like,
you not going to...
what could he have forgotten?
Exactly. And like, let's say this is his girlfriend. Maybe they're not like actually together. Maybe they just started dating. What could he have possibly forgotten that would be this important?
Right. Her birthday.
Ooh.
Is the only thing.
Could it have been her birthday?
Yeah.
But still, I mean...
But you can tell he was in the jewelry section too.
I know.
So
he's trying to
even
get something.
Yeah. He was so overcome. It feels like they just saw each other.
It does.
Since he's saying, enjoy your coffee.
I mean, he just spoke to her.
Yeah.
Clearly, because he said, enjoy your coffee. And now he's in the jewelry section. He's sending multiple texts, leaving voicemails, and probably buying something expensive.
It probably is his girlfriend.
That's
They're
what I'm
probably not
thinking.
married.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wow.
And he is
Hey,
in trouble.
Can happen to any of us from 17 to 70.
Just don't do it in Kohl's.
Don't.
If you like that video, there's a ton more. Go check out our past videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.